What's up, guys? So we just wanted to jump in on the Ruck Trainer real quick and give you a breakdown of the things that we've been fixing. As you guys know, we've been getting a lot of feedback on certain things that are amazing about the Ruck Trainer, which is Ruck Trainer itself, but some of the attachments aren't the best. So we listened to you guys and we fixed it. So we want to show you those fixes. Check it out. All right, so over here is the old lower back attachment. So we had the idea that we wanted to keep using the 2-quart Canteen with the 2-quart Canteen straw that you're going to use in selection, and we wanted it to add it somewhere center on the Ruck Trainer in order to keep all your weight perfectly aligned at all times. So we made this attachment point, and we're like, oh, this is really great. It attaches in really nice and snug. We got a 2-point attachment system with the clip, so you can put in your quart, and for us, it worked really great. But as you guys know, once you get out and start testing it, things start changing. So, Kurt, what went wrong with this thing?
So obviously the way it was attached, immediately you have a little bit of movement, but the big issue came with once you drank it down, the 2-quart, it's a closed system, so it's going to squish down like this. So once you drink it, it gets smaller and it will fall out. We tested this thing, and unfortunately when we tested it, we didn't drink out enough
of the
for this
water
to happen.
I feel so dumb.
Yeah, almost immediately this became an issue. So back to the drawing board, we fixed this.
Yeah, so instead of using this attachment point, which was built in to the lower back panel, and you guys wouldn't believe how many times we had to go back and forth with the manufacturer to get this as right as it is, it was still wrong. We decided to switch. So instead of that, now, old news, new news. Now we have the lower back panel that attaches with all Molle. So instead of having it built in, where that thing's gonna flop around, we went with this. So we reached out to Rothco and we started getting these 2-quart Canteen holders, and it's Molle webbing attachment. So now you just attach your 2-quart Canteen case, which you'll get it and it'll just look like this. Very nice case.
Insulated also, so you don't gotta worry about it freezing like you did before.
And then you just run the Molle through your lower back panel, which is all Molle webbing, or your foot care kit, or your sear knife, or whatever else you guys want to attach with it, Molle, and then it stays super firm and connected. You throw your 2-quart in it, and your 2-quart Canteen straw, good to go. So, solve the problem. Thank you guys so much for bringing that problem to our attention. We fixed it. This is the new lower back panel, but that's not the only water system available. So, fixed. Thank you guys. Next, we have the Molle rigid panel. So this rigid panel I thought was pretty awesome. I love it. When we had the post engineered, we had the 2 slots made in the post itself, and then 2 slots made in this rigid Molle panel. So that way we have another place for you to attach Molle webbing, and you could just attach this rigid panel, so you go throw your weight over top, and then the rigid panel will go over, slide in the slots, and then you'll have your low profile collar to lock in, which the weight bar is threaded, so it gets a good tight connection. And then this thing is beautiful. It's, again, the point of it is to stay centered. So always, all the time, your weight is high and tight and nice and center along your back instead of shifting off to the side, which you would have if you had just a rucksack on. So from here, you could do with this rigid Molle panel whatever you want. Attach anything you want to it. But what we think is the best option is that you attach your water case to it. So you're gonna take your 2-quart, put it inside your 2-quart Canteen holder. You're gonna attach your 2-quart Canteen straw. All of this usable in selection, by the way, so you're training as you fight. And then you're gonna attach this to your Canteen or your Molle rigid panel. So anytime, guys, you're attaching Molle, I know that there's some confusion about this, and some people will get Molle attachments and they'll just run it through kind of lackadaisical, and let's say they'll run it through like this. So it just kind of goes out one, in another one, and it's real sloppy and loose. That's not the way you want to run Molle webbing. Anytime that you run Molle webbing, you're going to go in through your first hole, and then you're gonna go back out your second one, and you're gonna look to run it back through the item that you're attaching. So you're never just running it through without re-running it through the item itself. So we're gonna run it back through. And if you guys are attaching anything that's Molle webbing and it's not a pain in the ass, bleep, to get in there, then you're doing it wrong. It should be difficult to attach, and that's how you know you're doing it properly. So run it through the first one, back through the back side, and then run it back through the Molle webbing. Once you get it through there, you're gonna have to start pulling it tight, and then run it back through the rigid panel, and then back through again, and then you can clip your clips on like that. So the best thing is to not have your 2-cord in. We'll take this out. So that way I could reach into the back and then clip in my buckles like that. Once those are clipped in, you can see that it only runs through once. If you can get it through twice, even better. But you always want to, and now once you have it run through like that, super tight, doesn't pull away from the rigid Molle panel, then you could put your 2-quart canteen back inside, close it up, get your 2-quart canteen straw, run it over your shoulder. That way when it's on your back and you attach it like this, then you run your straw over your top of your shoulder. There's a clip right here, but always be looking for places to attach this to make it as secure as possible. And then you have your straw over and you're drinking water while you're rucking the whole time. So 2 options. We're gonna start selling these as a kit. So on our website, you're gonna be able to buy the water source kit. It'll come with the rigid Molle panel. It'll come with the 2-quart canteen holder, the 2-quart, and the straw. So you'll get this in the mail, and all you have to do, add water, throw it on, good to go.
That's it.